G'day everyone, this is Bennett Carpenter.
I'm Shev Dias.
And we welcome a special guest here, Neka Elliot.
Hello.
We're going to be commentating a game today for Phoenix held in 2024. We are Marlow versus 3 and we are
We're here in Western Australia.
Brilliant. All right, so the game is starting with Marlow. They're on offense. We are seeing a bit of context here. This is a semi-final game, and Marlow have gone into this as the second seed out of the A pool and 3 are the first seed out of the B pool.
Yeah, so we've got a nice rundown, a nice pull from the 3 team. And the move, that's a huge block there.
Yeah, I can't see who it is. It might be Zach, I'm not sure.
I want to say it's Deering. I want to say it's Aiden Deering. Wow. Yeah, Aiden Deering with a huge block. He's known for those defensive plays. Radu with the pickup, hits Monty, swings the disc around. You love to see a good swing of the frisbee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well done. So Deering has now got it. Brilliant. Very exciting. 3 like to push the pace, score pretty quick. Jen Woods, Tim Bowden, easy done.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. You normally see Jen going deep, such a threat in the deep space, but just going to show that she's really added to her game there with the throwing side.
Yeah, something I was excited about on the Marlow side is Ryan Kovalev's making his reappearance onto the frisbee scene after a couple of years spent polishing his cricket game. Very exciting. Marlow is very lucky to have him.
Yeah, so we see Tom Jackson move the disc up the field. Some nice flow, but a turnover there by Marlow. And we see the disc working up by 3, hoping to get another break here. If I'm not mistaken, Bennett, you played with Ryan under 24s, is that correct?
Correct, yeah, 2019. So I think that was the last time with a bit of COVID interruption that he played maybe at that level.
And we just saw a throw from Steph Ma to Michael Vernon, another deep threat.
Yep, 3 is getting involved early. We know that they're pretty talented. They have a pretty big roster. We don't see Julian on the field right now. Any words? Any thoughts?
Yeah, so I believe Julian is actually operating the drone for this game. Rumour is they're keeping him warm and ready for the finals.
Yeah, tactical, perhaps. Part technical, part tactical, maybe.
Yeah, I reckon. Marlow with the disc, deep in their territory, looking to get the disc moving forward, but 3 putting on some tough match mark, especially around the handler reset. Yeah,
I like what they're doing. Marlow play lots of horror from our game with them. And they love to swing it, but if the swing doesn't work, maybe we saw it there, it's really tough. If you're not using the width of the field and getting under space, 3 is applying a lot of pressure on that.
So Monty picks up the disc, hits Kaylin O'Dea, moves it around into the end zone. Lovely catch there, nice and easy to Deering. So Marlow team over here is aiming to go to Div 2 Nationals, and this 3 team is comprised of some players that have played a lot of Div 1 and Australian rep teams. So this is going to be a good test for them to see how they work through it.
I'll give a shout out here to the Marlow League, the Marlow Club. Normally, last year I think we saw 2 teams entered in regionals, so a huge congrats on the effort. And that's Radu, is it? That's a huge bid on the under. Very, very pressure driven defense. Marlow is developing a lot of talent, but Radu is a beast on defense.
That's just a classic Radu block there, as we see a lovely blade come through from Kristen to Doc.
Kirsten Chica. Chica back on the scene as well.
Kirsten.
But now, since Marlow started their league, I think they've managed to get 2 teams in regionals pretty much every year since then. So it's really good to see engagement from them.
Yeah, we like to see lots of teams, lots of players. There were 8 teams at this regionals. We had a word from our off-screen that Chica just played for Team Canada. Wow. Well done, Chica.
That's insane.
Yeah, very, very cool. I'm sure she learnt lots. I'm sure she had a great time in Canada.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how she can bring that experience to this Marlow team and help bring them out of what is a 0-4 start. We see Monty picking up the disc on the sideline, swings it inbound, and over through Michael Vernon. Just a side note, Radu hates the nickname Randy.
Was he given that nickname, Randy? Wow. Let's comment on the team incohesion in Team 3. Sounds like people are not happy. I wonder if the second half will deteriorate.
5-0 here. It's starting to turn into a tough comeback situation for Marlow if they don't put one on the board soon.
Yeah, I noticed that 3 are getting the disc and catching it, which means that they can play really quickly. So there's a difference between getting a block and giving the disc to the other team. Marlow so far have just somewhat given it to them, and that means 3 get to play really quickly, really feisty. They're fast. They take advantage like that.
That was Ryan to Alistair on the sideline. We see a bit of a zoney look coming here from 3, about a 3-3-1 look.
Nice, yeah, good options. They're just on the Marlow things. Maybe that's a better. This helps them because they can get their hands on the disc for a little bit longer. They can move it around at their own pace versus playing match might, pressures that those sorts of cuts to happen. If they don't happen, then they struggle.
Handler's looking very comfortable moving the disc around. Some really close sniffs from 3 here. Interestingly, there was no wind during the game today, so 3's just backing themselves to bring a different look down, and it looks like it's holding up quite well so far. We get a big touch there from 3. I think it's one of the Mars, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, nice work here from Marlow. Bit more control shown, bit more patience.
We see that lovely movement through the back of the cup, trying to get some meters from the handlers. Ryan with the disc, trying to move it round. That's beautiful. Hits to the sideline. Looking for the option. Waves it off. Number 00 plays it back. Through to the handlers again. And just confidence behind the disc, which is what you love to see. This is pretty impressive from the Marlow lineup, given this is day 1 of the regionals tournament and game 1 of the regionals tournament.
Yeah, going back in time, this is, I might have misspoken earlier. I'm sorry to have spoiled any results from later in the tournament, but Marlow's strong team that did well at this tournament, game 1. Maybe that's a difference in the first game of the tournament, how you feel, how you go into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shot comes off from Deering as cameraman tries to catch up and it unfortunately goes into the ground. I think that's Tarko not fast enough on this occasion. Given a bit of work to do by Deering there, though.
Yep. It's adjustments to be made.
Yeah, so a little bit of a break now on the field. I don't know about you, when it's a long point, I don't mind when the disc rolls out the back and someone takes a little bit extra time to walk it up.
Yeah, it might help Marlow in this case. It helps 3 because they can set a zone that they've wanted to play in and they get what they want. They're really good.
Yep, quick pick up here from 3, moves it through, Kaylin Adea, bam, hits. Is that Quinn?
No.
Yeah, Quinn, there you go.
Can we just say another returner? It seems like 3 went digging in the archives of UWA history to find some players for this tournament. They've pulled up Kirsten Chikachik and Quinn Leno. Very happy to see them there, but a little surprised that they were playing.
Shot goes into the end zone, but it's called out through the side. So Marlow gets the disc here. We're still looking to put that first one on the board.
The camera adjusts. We see another zone. We see a big trap. It's hard to work from that space. And Radu's guarding the under like a man possessed.
And if I look up from the handler's space and see Radu there, I'm probably not going to throw it. And in this situation, probably shouldn't have thrown it.
He stares back at you through some sunglasses that wrap around. He hits a huge layout. Radu, Randy Alexa, he gets it. Well done.
Yeah, so Verno there taking a big shot. If you ask him, he's not much of a thrower, but when you've got Radu receiving that, I'll be throwing that one as well.
Yeah, impressive that you can pretty much throw to most people on the team and trust that they'll get horizontal to catch it.
We see 3 coming back out with this zony look with Annie Jessup running that puppy on the mark. Disc moving for Marlow. Shane hitting the sideline. And these handlers are just feeling comfortable to move it between themselves. I believe there's about 4 handlers that are moving it through. So there should always be a handler free, and they're trying to expose that. Some lovely movement through the back of the cup as well to get movement and distance on the disc. Shane fakes the high release, hits the wing, and gets it back, moves the disc. They're moving the disc very well here. I think this is the best they've moved the disc the whole game.
Yeah, I mostly hear this termed like a handler weave. So there's just overlapping cuts, multiple options at any one time. And then inevitably, after you've weaved and ducked and morphed the shape of the zone, you get something through. Great work.
That is the first time they've actually managed to get one of those breakthrough shots, though. A lot of the time, the handler weave is going quite well, but they just don't have the spacing behind the cup to then continue that on.
And I think mainly the adjustment they made was bringing that 4th handler back so it frees up space downfield as we see a little miscom maybe.
Yeah. Damn it, a skill error outside the end zone is a harsh penalty for what was a pretty good effort up the field.
You hate to see it, but 3 looking to capitalise on yet another break opportunity. Deering with the disc moves it back to Doc, who swings it all the way around. Caitlin making a nice cut, goes over her head, but one of the Mars always there, always reliable.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how
commentator's curse right there. The disc ends up turfed into the ground, and Marlow gets the disc back to put this one through. Shane with the pickup has a look downfield, has an option, says no. We see 3 moving to a match. Big backhand for the score, Shane to Taylor.
One of my favourite shots, the crossfield, bladey, you've picked a receiver. Yeah, awesome work there.
See Monty with the disc, tight mark on him, and just goes for the dump. Marlow bringing a tight match out here, Tom Jackson on the mark, and Monty just pulls the trigger on that, and it floats nicely, but a little bit misread by the receiver. So Marlow will get a chance here to put another one on the board, get a break back.
Yeah, they put one in and they play defense, and then suddenly the pressure's on the other team.
It's a game of runs, really. Once you get one on the board, you get a break, it can just keep coming, and you're never safe, no matter how big your lead is.
Yep. So taking care of the disc outside the end zone is imperative here. They've got one out the back. They've got a really shaky throw that goes up line but gets caught, and they've still got one out the back, but they couldn't get it to a side of the field where they have a shot. That's unfortunate.
So 3, Michael Vernon with the pickup, looking to move the disc a little bit. Little strike, and it ends up hitting the ground. Good layout, though, from the receiver. So Ryan picking up the disc here for Marlow, looking to get that break shot and put them back on the board with their second score. He's going to have some hard work here on the sideline with Vernon putting a mark on. You can see the length of the man's arms right there.
Just a bit of a wingspan.
Yep. Forces a tough shot, but Ryan manages to air bounce it and get it to the super dump. Straight to the side. Lovely from the cut. I think that's Amanda Hooper.
Nice work. Cobbs gets it again. He shoots. He's beaten everybody, including the cameraman. I'm guessing by body language here that it's hit the turf, and 3 have collected it. So it was a good shot. We saw options out the back a couple of times. We wanted them to hit it, and they did. Maybe we'll get it again as they get a quick turn.
So Monty says you can have that one back again and they get another chance to get a break on 3. So we see a tight match coming from 3 and Marlow just looking to run their cuts and move this disc forward. Tom Jackson with the disc, looks up, hits the dump back to Ryan. Cobwebs loading up. Verno really big on the sweep and he hits a lovely inside flick shot, but just not enough for the receiver to get that. But that was all the way in the end zone.
Yeah, and crossfield inside. Yeah. Damn, I feel for the Marlow team. You see an option, you take it, and sometimes it doesn't work.
That was a tough shot, hard to execute, but he did well to get that close and keep it close. But more importantly, they've pushed 3 back into their own end zone as Monty comes to pick the disc up in the corner. Lovely shot. Oh, huge lay there from Cobwebs. Almost gets to the disc as we see a big swing to Verno on the other sideline and he releases, but bam, 2 hands.
Yeah, I forget the Marlow player's name, but right spot, right time. We'll get it shortly.
If I was to take a stab in the dark, I would say that's Jimmy. And I'm pretty sure that's Jimmy.
Well done, Jimmy. Again, Marlow might have been given the directive to swing the disc, but it doesn't work. It's too far.
Yeah, not ideal here. It's starting to turn into a long point as well, but these are the ones that you want to win. And
yeah, imagine putting all that effort in not to win the point. You got to win them.
And it just comes down to who wants it more as Verno with the disc puts a lovely shot up. I think that's Monty with the score. 3 takes half. 8-1, pretty rough out here, but we'll see what the second half brings for Marlow.
Monty with another classic. He thinks he's in and he's just going to convince everybody. I don't know. We'll run that back in slow-mo and see the real result.
Yep, who knows? That could have changed the course of the game.
Yeah.
So we see Marlow coming out with the zone of their own now, probably after seeing the success that 3 was having with it, as Doc takes a huge, huge shot, and that is perfection. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Doc to Randy Alexa.
Randy again finds the end zone, but Doc had to be there to put it. There was one person on the field that was going to do that, and it was Doctor.
You know what they say? He's the greatest thrower in Australia for a reason.
Yeah. He says that, we say it. I mean,
if enough people say it, it's true. It's got to be true. Okay, we've got, Jessup with the pull. Big pull, floating up for a long, long time, caught by the Marlow player, centres the disc, and then moving it quickly, which is always good to see.
Yep, they're back to the traditional, the horror, downfield cutters, getting involved, handlers kind of waiting for that swing to happen. We get it downfield, we've finally broken through, and we look for a shot that just wasn't there. Unfortunate.
Monty with the block, has a huck, did his foot slide a little bit, but he saw Annie Jessup, Daphne O. Monty to Daphne, huge.
Yeah, just caught out with the the on-screen caption, not helping you. Well done, Daph.
Yeah, good job, Daph. So Cobwebs picks up the disc. We see a zone coming back from 3 here. Oh, shot through, but no one there as Deering sees that one hit the ground. 3 with a chance to get yet another break in this game. Deering 10 handler with the pickup. Has a look around, swings the disc to Caitlin, hits it up line. Is that Sarah B?
I don't think so. I think that might have been Chica. We see a big jump from Deering. We do know that Deering landed awkwardly on that one. He took an injury sub. Hope he's doing all right. We'll move on though. Marlow with the disc. We're swinging across. Can they make something out of it? They've got big spaces in the middle of the field. That's what we want to see.
So it was a Jimmy dump to Cobwebs, moves the disc upfield to number 20. Has a look. Believe that's Jimmy again, coming to get the disc.
That was some really nice movement there through and continuing.
Disc sitting here on the open side, looking for a dump option. Oh, has a look, but defense too good there from Caitlin to shut off the dump reset. 3 with a chance here to put another break in. And Monty asks a little bit too much of Ryder. We know he's quick, but I don't think he's that quick.
Monty burns one trying to hit the offhand, leaning forward, no pivot backhand. Randy, I wonder, he's caught a lot of goals so far, but he's also been overthrown a couple of times.
He's only human.
He's only human. Sometimes the team likes to pick out one player that they know is really quick and just throw absolute garbage to him all day. I would expect that Randy would be that player.
So we see Caitlin with just a walk through D there. She bullets the disc into her teammate in the end zone for the score. Caitlin to Quinn.
Nice work. The pressure's there. Marlow keeps their hands on the disc for, 9 or 10 passes and have not been able to break through that front line in consecutive throws.
Yeah, and just a reminder to everyone out there, this 3 team, although their name is 3, they're a very experienced team. The players in there are very, very good, and they're really testing Marlow here.
Yeah. Cheers for WA Ultimate to put on a tournament where we've got a Marlow team going to Div 2. We've got a 3 team field with lots of rep players and experienced players. Obviously, Bullseye is in there and some other clubs with regional ambitions and players. Really cool.
Yeah, really cool to see the UWA development squad put a team in for this tournament as well.
Yeah.
So the main uni nationals team was supposed to play here, but they would have just flown out for their tournament the week after this game. So it'd be interesting to see how they go.
Yeah, who knows how they'll go. They've got some exciting players on the roster, Shev.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. Anything could happen.
Randy gets it again. Throws to Jen Woods. Wow, look at this. Julian has treated us with a different camera view. We are Ant POV, and we're back.
So we've missed the first half of this point, but we see Daphne with the disc swinging it around. Just a hard match here from Marlow, looking to get that block, looking to put the disc in. And they do, they get it. The commentators, opposite of curse. The commentators fortune that one.
Yeah, nice work. They did what 3 have been doing to them in standing in the lanes, clogging, making it really annoying to have the disc because you don't know when the option's going to be there. Sam Bennett calls it in. Yep, looks good to me.
The angle here really makes it seem like it's not in, but if you look at those cones, it's definitely in. Okay, hand up for Marlow, looking to get that break and get themselves back into the game. We get a big pull. Doc trottles along to it. Doc and Caitlin back, and we see a little bit, everyone's moving around now, zone called. So it's just a quick transition. Monty moves it through the cup, hits Verno, has a look around, looks for his dump now, finds Monty with the little dishy. Monty looking to load that hand up as he swings it around to Caitlin, continues it on to Verno on the other side.
Yep, very exciting. Over to Monty. Looking again for a flick inside. Stefma hits the deck, doesn't get it. It's out by about a hand's width. Monty likes to just catch and fire, doesn't he?
Oh, he does. And the best part is he won't stop. He'll keep doing it. And that's what we love to see.
He's got the memory of a goldfish.
Okay, we see Shane picking up the disc here with Doc on the mark, centre of the field in their own end zone. He has a look. Marlow sticking to that horror. No options down, forced to dump it. And we see one coming through here. Couple of players in the same area, but they get it through.
Yeah, 28 that was. Pushy up the line. Again up the line. They've found a little bit of space right in front of the disc. But this is what happened in the last couple of points. And getting it off the sideline is really hard.
Yeah, they just find themselves trapped there. Mark's moved all the way round, and as a result, there's a turnover. Nikki Ma unable to hold on to the shot from Doc into the end zone, so they'll get another chance here with Marlow picking up the disc. So Shane's got the disc, has a look, and we see that horror being held again with the far wing player quite down. Big shot goes up, straight to number 27.
Awesome. Hopefully we can get a bit of a release. Vernon is lurking in a lot of spaces and menacing the thrower. We hit a deep shot again, but it looks out. It was not received.
I think that stayed in. Not a bad shot in itself, but just not read too well by the receiver. As Monty picks up, hits Jen in the middle of the field there. Three's running a bit of a side stack here, and they're working it through. Laying out is Steph Ma with the disc.
Yeah, she got the layout that she was chasing earlier. We've got Vernon into Doctor. There's one out the back. It's Monty. He hits it, and Monty elevates and catches.
He was just never going to drop that one, was he?
Maybe Monty should go downfield and cut.
Yeah, get the disc out of his hands, put him in the end zone. Okay, we see the disc to Cobwebs, picks up, has a look around, hits a nice meter gainer to, I believe that's... Oh, disc dumped back to Jimmy, and it was Gabby beforehand with the disc as she gets it back again. Gabby hits a firm shot, but it ends up going into the ground.
Yeah, interesting. Held on to it for just a little bit too much. Bit of a skill problem there. Quinn with it. Chica hits the brake side. Quinn double pumps the backhand, and
Bang.
Gabby O'Connor.
Bang, Gabby with the disc. Okay, so it's 14-2 all of a sudden, and I believe the games are only to 15 still. So this could very well be the last point if 3 gets a break on Marlow. Monty catching everyone here offside.
Yep, fake out. That's Tim, is it not? Yeah, lefty pull is Tim.
Going for a nice little roller there.
Yep. Very nice. And we're moving really quickly. We get an upline and a sideline position. Marlow center it back. We've got the middle of the field. Looked open for a second, but 3 likes to just clog the space.
Yeah, Cobwebs moving the disc. We got some nice flow here. Jackson with a little 1-2 to Alistair. And the shot goes up, but unable to come down with it.
Yeah, just out of reach of Claudia. She caught a nice swing earlier. She's been finding the downfield space, but the same third over the head was challenging.
And just good pressure from Caitlin there on Claudia to make that a tough reception attempt. Doc with the reset in the middle as he hits Tim. Tim looks up, and it's just good flow here from 3.
Always odd to see a lefty. It catches you off guard when he just pivots with the other foot for some reason. Caitlin is running up line on the break side. They would have been out and probably with good chance, but it pops a little bit high.
So Cobwebs looking to pick the disc up here with, I believe that's Randy on the mark. And he hits a lovely shot upfield. I want to say that's Tansy that has the disc, and she moves it crossfield to Jimmy, who has a look at an Alistair going deep, says no, finds a free open under. And they're looking here to just move the disc.
Yeah, Alistair still has a bit of space. It's maybe finding it hard to get involved. The Mark is jumping around to try and stop everything. Jimmy gets a cross the field type of cut. I get another goal.
Yeah, Cobweb rewards him for a very good cut.
And shout out to Jimmy for doing the filming for the finals, I believe. Thanks for doing the drone footage for that.
Yeah, letting Julian, the person filming the games now, really contribute for 3 in that final, and we'll see what happens, I guess.
Yep, friend of the channel, Jimmy.
Righto with the disc, swings it to Annie. That disc just moving all the way to Verno on the sideline as we see a little bit of a junky zone here from Marlow. Monty moving that disc all the way around to Annie. And there's just options everywhere, it feels like, for 3 right now. The handler's very confident to keep moving that disc and get some meters here. I believe that's Tim with the disc, moving it back to Verno. And they're just looking comfortable here, popping the disc around. A Marlow zone starting to do its job and forcing that big shot. But it's just too good, and Steph comes down with it.
Yeah, I wanted to just point out that they had Steph and gen in the deep spaces really, really wide. As the graphic says here, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. While we have you here, we would like to prop up the Bullseye Quiz Night, which is coming up on the 19th of October, and it's a Saturday. So this is a great chance for you to grab 9 or so mates, bring them, and have a great time with us there.
Yeah, come meet some of these players you see on the field in person, get the autographs, get a pic with them.
Yep, we'll be there. I'm sure Marlow will have a good representation there. From myself, thank you, Jules, for filming this one, and the rest of the production crew involved.
Yep, thanks everyone, and thank you to our special guest, Neka Elliot, as well.
You're more than welcome.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.